What's up everybody, this is Dom, and today we are taking a look at iOS 7. This is finally available to the public, and I just wanted to give everybody out there a quick overview on some of the new features, the new look and design. Obviously, this looks a lot different, so let's not waste any more time and jump right into some of this here. The first thing we're going to look at is the Messages app, and as you can see here, we have a completely different layout and design. We have some nice vibrant colors there for the message bubbles, and everything is kind of a little bit different in here. It's going to take some adjusting for some people that haven't used iOS 7 yet, but if you tap and hold on a message bubble and you tap on the More button there in the middle, you'll have the option to select multiple messages, and then you can either delete them or you can go ahead and forward them off to someone else. So that's one functionality that has been placed elsewhere within iOS. Now we also do have timestamps, and if you swipe over there from the right side of the screen, as you can see, we get timestamps for every message here in the Messages app, which is a very, very handy feature in my opinion. I've been waiting for something like that for a while, but let's move on here and we will go ahead and check out the brand new Photos app here. This obviously has a completely different design. Now this is the standard view, what you're probably used to seeing, but over here in the Years section, or the Categories section here, we have all different types of photos basically organized into collections by year, by location. You can tap and hold and swipe across them and then release to launch a new picture, as you just saw me do right there. And if we go back into the collections here, you can see that they're organized by location and also by year. Now inside of here we do have our regular albums, which you are totally used to, so nothing new there, but it definitely is a different experience within the Photos app in iOS 7. So here's a look at the Calendars app, and I'm not going to show you every single application here in iOS 7, but I just want you to get a good idea on how much design has gone into the new version of iOS here. It's completely different from iOS 6. It's got a way different look to it, and I think it looks better in my opinion, but we'll just go ahead and move on here to the Camera app, and as you can see, again, another redesign. We have some new features in the Camera app though. So we actually have the ability to swipe between video mode. We can swipe over to photo mode. There's also a new square mode that will probably work perfect for Instagram pictures, as you can see right here, and then we have a panoramic mode on the far side of things. So that's just a quick look at how you change between the modes here in the Camera app in iOS 7. Now we also do have some pretty neat new photo filters, and you can access those by tapping on the little button in the bottom right corner there, and as you can see, they are in real time. So this will actually show you exactly what the image is going to look like. Now granted, these photo filters aren't very exciting. They're actually kind of all the same, except just different tones of color there, but it's nice. It's a nice little addition that we have here in iOS 7 to just kind of liven up things. Maybe it'll make it a little bit easier for you instead of having to choose from a different Instagram filter every time you go into Instagram. I don't know. But we have sharing options as well, as you can see here. The same type of sharing options that we would have in iOS 6, but the share screen looks completely different. So that's the major thing to stress here throughout iOS 7, is everything just has a different look and feel. Of course, we do have the front camera, and we can use the photo filters on that side too. And then if you go ahead and select around, as you can see, they just change in real time. And the middle filter there is actually the normal mode, so that will turn off the photo filters there for you. One of my favorite looking apps here though is the Weather app, and as you can see, it's a beautiful 102 here in Phoenix, but if you tap on the temperature, you can actually get some extra information here, like the humidity, chance of rain, the wind, and stuff like that. I just wanted to give everybody a quick overview of some of the changes here in iOS 7. Obviously, all of these apps have been completely redesigned. Everything looks way different, but in my opinion, this is definitely a welcome change. Let's take a look at the folders here real quick. Inside of the folders, we actually have the ability to add multiple pages now within here, so you can have different pages of apps within one folder. It's a very useful feature. And another useful feature is Control Center. Now if you swipe up from the bottom, as you saw me do, you actually have all of these little toggles here at the bottom. We have a flashlight. We can launch the clock straight to the timer portion. We also do have the ability to launch the calculator, and then finally at the bottom we can launch the camera. Now you can't customize those down down there, unfortunately. But we do also have some other toggles in here, like we have our brightness, we have our music controls, and then we have toggles up here to dictate airplane mode, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, do not disturb, and orientation lock. So it doesn't have every toggle in the world, but it is a nice addition here to iOS, and you can actually access these from the lock screen. As you can see here, if we swipe up from the bottom of the lock screen, we can pull up Control Center and quickly launch the flashlight right there, or jump straight to one of these apps here at the bottom. We also have the ability to pull down Notification Center from the lock screen. Very awesome. I am so glad this feature made its way to iOS 7 natively. Previously, we were only able to do this with certain tweaks available through the jailbreak community, but now it's a default part of iOS, and that makes me happy. So this is the brand new app switcher here within iOS 7. Now you can scroll through the apps by scrolling across these cards with your finger, but if you want to move through them a little faster, use the icons at the bottom. As you can see, that flows a lot faster than just swiping across the cards at the top, and you can swipe up to close an app. It's very simple. You can even close 2 apps if you swipe up with 2 fingers. Very, very cool. Just the little things that matter here in iOS 7. Obviously, a lot of stuff is different. Some people had complaints about the icons and how it looks and just the flat design here, but personally, I think that it's great. I really do like the look of iOS 7, and it brings a lot of features that previously we didn't have, and I'm very happy to have them now here in iOS 7. So I just wanted to bring you a quick overview of some of the changes in iOS 7 in case you're new to it and you haven't seen it or you haven't had it installed or anything like that. It's brand new, it's available, you can get it inside of your system preferences and update there. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. This is Dom, and have a great day.